lovers and friends, it's your girl S. Dot, and I'm back at it again. This time, I'm headed out of town to my hometown, NYC. First stop, BK, what you say? Bing bong, we headed straight to the Brooklyn Library to see the Book of HIIS. That's right, Jay-Z's exhibit. Then we gonna head downtown, money-making Manhattan, but we going all the way up the Platinum Sound Recording Studios to see the fourth member of the Black Beatles, aka the Fugees. I'm talking about Mr. Jerry Wonda. Big it up, say it with me. Wonda with an A. And you know he Haitian, and me, I hate waiting. So ready or not, let's get it going. Steph Lova live and direct from the Rotten Apple. Yes, live and direct at the Brooklyn Library out here. BK, what you say? We about to throw up the diamond one time for Jay-Z. Got his exhibit inside. It's about to close in December, so we had to check it out real quick. You know how we do stuff, live and direct.
$20 a week. And she said, no, but it was fine. You could do a lot with $20 in those days. And with that sort of attitude, that's where I grew up. I grew up believing I could do anything. I could accomplish anything because of those strong women in my house.
I feel like I'm the representative for like a whole bunch of people out there, you know, who don't have this form, who may, you know, talk eloquently, but they don't know how to put it in rhyme form. Right. All I'm doing is taking their words and their conversation, the conversation that I'm having every day, and just putting it in the rhyme form, and just, I'm that voice, I'm that cry from the ghetto.
Our kids, they don't have those, they don't have a legacy, so, you know, they don't have those businesses that they can just, you know, step into. We want to put together something real special that our kids and our kids' kids know I have a place, I have something for me at Rockefeller, you know.
So my goal is that the next generation can have a better start than I had. I won't have to start so far, you know, where I come from. So we have to take care of our family first.
And that's all I want to do for the young. I want them to be better than me. I want them to go further. I want to look back and be like, man, they took that baton and like, look what they did with it.
Yes, live and direct from the Brooklyn Library. The girl Steph Lova. Hope y'all enjoyed the whole exhibit. It's crazy. And I guess it's safe to say, Ho did that. Yeah. Steph Lova live and direct with Benny the Butcher on the boy birthday.
And you know that, man. The
Happy
Butcher
born day. Congratulations.
Thank you
Keep
so
beating
much.
the statistics. Now tell me, what the hell is there to do in Buffalo?
Nothing. There's nothing to do. Get you some wings.
And the Keeping It Real award goes
shovel.
to.
Shovel. Bring a shovel. No.
That's it?
It's a lot of good food spots in Buffalo.
Yeah?
It's a lot of things in the
It's a lot of dope MCs in Buffalo.
Big time, man. It's some rappers up in Buffalo. It's still the East Coast now. It's rappers up there, for real.
Yeah, people forget that's still New York.
They bugging. How can they forget that? Everywhere, man. Utica, Syracuse, Rochester, the spitters, man.
Facts. Now, I didn't know your other two group members were your family.
Yeah.
Cousins? Like blood cousins, not like play cousins, like
no, blood cousins.
Aunties, uncles.
Our mamas
Shit
grew
go
up
down,
together.
you could call somebody mama and...
That type of thing. That's how I got in it, because they was in it first, and I was running behind my older cousin, so I jumped in like that for sure.
Really? I did not know that. So, you been back to Houston since?
Of course. Sold out shows down there buying jewelry, you know what I'm saying? I love Houston. Houston got a lot of love for Benny the Butcher and BSF and Griselda, you know what I'm saying?
And so does DMV, baby. Appreciate you just taking the time. Just a quick hot box with Benny the Butcher. Just signed the Def Jam Birthday Boy, and that new project is coming when?
Everybody Can't Go coming top of January. Be on the lookout for it. And after this, I'm about to go hot box for real, some of that.
Hey, in real life, live and direct. Let's keep it a buck, lovers and friends. You can't mention the Fugees without acknowledging the Haitian sensation known as Jerry Wonda. Side by side. Not only is he WYCLEF's cousin, he's also a self-taught musician and on the board of directors of the Newark Symphony Hall. Yes, y'all. Let's hear it from Mr. Wonda. Hey, Steph Lova live and direct from the island of Manhattan right here at Platinum Sound Recording, yes, with none other than the fourth member of the Fugees, the refugee camp, Mr. Jerry Wonda. Stop outside!
What up, yo? I love the fact that I start getting the fourth member of the
Oh, you
Fugees.
are. Like, you are. Like,
You know what, man?
it's a official, unofficial, but you are credited on pretty much every single Fugees record that has ever been put out. All of WYCLEF's solo albums.
Yeah.
The discography is ridiculous. So, I guess my first question would be, how in the hell did an immigrant from Haiti become the quintessential, you know what I'm saying, guy in the mid-90s? Like, you helped put the Fugees on the map. Like, how did that even happen? It's not like Jersey was a hip-hop hotbed in the 90s. Like, let's be real.
Well, passion.
I love that.
You know, I was passion for music. And playing an instrument, you know, was the first love of my life.
And you're so self-taught, I hear.
Yes. And I also, of course, I went to school. And but definitely, I learned how to play music, not to schools, and playing the bass guitar. And it was always, what do I go from playing the bass and what's next for me? My motto was always, I love Michael Jackson. So Quincy Jones was my idol. And I followed Quincy Jones, and big shout out to WYCLEF, you know, my partner in crime. And we was the two of us playing in the church, you know, like playing down spaces. We was the band in the church.
But you know, the Haitian people are very, very God-fearing people. So I assume there was some church groundwork laid there before you guys really, because, you know, the Score was such a big album because you guys kind of went away from what was happening at the time. There was a lot of sample-heavy hip-hop. Y'all was playing straight instruments, like.
Well, it was the fact that it was the mix. You know, when you have WYCLEF, you have Miss Hill, you got Praz. There was a good, then you got John Forte, then you have Salam, you got the Outsiders. We have so many people, you know, that was a part of this project. It just happened after school. I got an internship. Clef hooked me up with an internship at the House of Music, which was where Kool and the Gang used to be. And I
love when the dots connect.
Yeah. And it started with that, and then I ended up build up recording studio, WYCLEF and the whole refugee.
Booger Basement.
Booger Basement.
We gonna get the we gonna get the booger because we on refugees first and foremost because the score was their second album. What happened to the first one? Nobody talks about the first because I was of the mindset that after the score blew up, people should have went back and revisited the first album, right?
Well, that's what happened. That's what happened because
but not to the degree of
the
the
first
score.
album wasn't. Big shout out to Salam, man. He did the remix called the Mona Lisa.
Salam did the first album.
No, he did the first song, the remix.
Oh, okay.
A lot of that was done by at the House of Music. You know, big shout out to one of the.
Oh, you used that internship.
Oh yeah.
You used that internship.
Yo,
give me some.
The internship.
Yeah, make it to you, make it, boy.
I remember we did one of my favorite record that really one of my first record was Leaving Like There Ain't No Tomorrow. That was in that first album. Then we had the band.
I'm gonna have to dig that up. Somebody dig that. Dig that up.
Leaving Like There Ain't No Tomorrow, right? Then we start getting the band together from the basement. It was about live drums. Big shout out to Johnny Wise was the plumber that helped the studio, but turned to be a drummer. And
So where was Laura Hill and all of this? While all this was happening, was she part of the band?
Oh yes, she had a lot to do.
Because I read that you guys met her when she was like a teenager. Like
she went to school with.
Was it before Sister Act or after?
I think it was around Sister Act prize, but I was at the Booger Basement. She started coming to the basement of my dad's house, and we was in a process to be like, how do we create a studio? Because we did the first album, WYCLEF and I. We did a church album called Helping Hands. We sold about 40 copies. We was like, yo, we can't make a living. Yo, what we gonna do here? Big shout out.
Something not profitable in the night.
I give a lot of shout out to my brother Riddell, and Clef. We did the album. We only sold 40 copies. And if you see that picture,
but God, he blessed y'all after. He seen where your heart was.
And that's
just
all
the people were sinners. She wasn't gonna work.
And even at the studio here, all day I've been here and figure out what's the next year turn around. We're gonna talk about that more, that the school system, what we added. We're gonna talk about, but there's a lot, there's a lot to thank God for, making a difference. But we go back to the Booger Basement.
Because let me keep it a buck with you. Being that you say you have a lot to be thankful for, do you think you would be here if the score didn't do what it did? Because that was y'all second try. I don't think they was gonna give y'all a third.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, all I know, man, I was glad to be a part of the campaign. Without that score album, the Booger Basement.
Y'all scored, for real. Y'all named it the perfect thing. Y'all scored.
It was God, the energy of all of us team up to create that album in the basement. It was the time to. That album had to be at the basement.
Because I believe if that album didn't sell 22 million worldwide and be what it was, I think Lauren would have went back to like being a serious actress, because maybe a singer, like just a straight kind of singer. Did you ever think about like really being a member of the Fugees? Like in hindsight, after they're this big iconic group, you ever think like, damn, I could have got down from the.
I was playing I had a band I was playing with, a Spanish band playing merengue from then I got here on the weekend. They're like, yo, Jerry, we need you. We got a wedding. How much I'm getting paid? 500. Oh, good. 500.
So you was a working musician. Okay. That explains a lot.
Before the Fugees.
Okay.
I just know, I love hip hop. I'm like, oh my God. And
but I always wondered, like you saw it from the beginning, from the formulation, like most, narcissists, people in this music, they would have tried to insert themselves, like, yo, this shit is going somewhere.
No, I was just like happy to just create music.
So you was cool with the behind the scenes money.
Oh no, it's
actually the behind the scenes money is a lot better than the artist money. You always say about the artists getting robbed and ripped off. Producers, not so much. Not so much.
But you know what? And when we did that album, one thing, I had to learn the business a little, and I learned that sometimes it's better when you don't know. But you gotta have talent, which is what I have.
Right.
Because after the Fugees, I was able to go do everything I did before. And if I knew too
And
much, if
could've-
I knew what I knew now, it might have been different. And maybe I won't be a part of a, 300 million records sold?
300 million records
Yeah,
sold.
be a part of
Fugees,
it.
22 million records
Yeah, yeah,
worldwide.
yeah.
Let me see if I can run off some of the people you've worked with. Forgive me if I miss anybody.
Yeah.
Of course, Maria Santana. I don't know how many millions that sold. Was number one for over 10 weeks.
Yeah, yeah.
Hips Don't Lie.
Yep, yeah.
Shakira.
Yeah.
That girl got so much money, goddamn. Pay taxes, Shakira. What you doing?
Oh, no,
She cool. She took care of that. Who else we got? Destiny's Child.
Yeah.
No, the remix.
Yeah, Jerry Wonda Club, Justin Bieber.
Bono, U2,
Yeah.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah. John Legend, and I'm from Hamilton Block. And let me
Now you understand why it's 300 million sold, right?
Yeah. Big shout out to Akon.
Who, when you were in the studio with you, like you had to pinch yourself, like, oh, we are in the studio.
Michael Jackson.
Oh,
Big shout out to
every day with you
Clef and I was like, yo, look, see who? Then you know
I heard Mike was like super like on some like I don't want to say like niggas, but I heard he was real blackity black.
Yeah, cool. Whitney Houston, definitely we have the same birthday, and we was a part WYCLEF and 9 and team. We did My Love Is Your Love, which is one of the classic records. I did, we really did a lot of work.
What record were you surprised of any of those artists that you was like that blew? Like you were in there like, all right, this was cool, but that record went crazy.
Yeah.
Tell me one record that you just couldn't believe it did, like it went crazy.
I give you a couple, which is Hips Don't Lie. That's Shakira
I don't know.
Killing Me Softly, but I didn't know that was
Killing
that.
Me
Yeah, but it was always a good song to me, but I didn't know it was gonna pick up the way, even every night we performing, like we just got back on tour, doing some Fuji tours. Big shout out to Miss Hill and the Fugees, she's 25 years anniversary.
25 years.
Yeah. From her album, The Fugees, 20.
Yo, all right. So now I got to pause. You done brought up Miss Hill.
Yeah.
Got to give her flower.
Yeah.
Why hasn't Miss Hill, after just like Andre 3000, 17 years old, why did she never follow up to Miss Education of Lauryn Hill? I would be remiss if I didn't ask you that. Why?
Well, when you create a classic, you take your time,
20 years, Jerry, goddamn.
Listen, that's why it's a classic. Ready, no timing. Nobody gave you a time.
Like Dr. Dre, right?
Yeah.
Sade, it's like these
timing.
artists that they take
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah, let people, because it's classic.
Okay, so
That's
next
more
question.
classic. Yes.
Is she ever going to do another album? Have you heard, you're on tour with her,
Yeah.
you're intimate spaces with her. Yeah. Have you heard her discuss this? Has she hit you up for beats? Any of the above?
Let me tell
Don't be a bone, Jerry.
No, I'm telling you. But I tell you, she really got a lot of music. And that woman is so creative. A lot of people want to follow the step. A lot of people follow it. And it's not just hip hop, R&B. Yeah, she pick what she want to do. Like you pick what you want to do.
She told them that blood not even show up around. That was so mean and vicious.
Yeah, but you know what, man?
She is coming from a good place.
She's a sweetheart. She just don't want to be bullied by people, by company, by anybody. That's why when
the music business has a reputation of ruining pure souls, and I think she had to take a step back.
Yeah.
She had a lot of kids.
Yeah.
She wanted to do other things, and everybody wanted to do other things.
But once she get on that stage, she gave you 100.
She's amazing. She's amazing. Where are you guys in the tour right now?
Well, we basically we have a show tomorrow, and in Philly, the tour, and
on our way to Philly.
Yeah, let's go. That's where we at for now. You know what I mean?
Can I ask you something like on a serious side? Like I've read that this might be a farewell tour in essence because of my man Praz being in a little bit of legal trouble that might tie him up for one of them little long ghetto vacations. Is there any truth to that? Like,
what?
Give us a little insight. Like, I don't want to, cry too much. But
it's all good, Sometimes, man, things happen, and I tell you, that's why the connection. We all supporting it, Now you have WYCLEF, do our Praz, you know, Miss Hill, we all supporting Praz, and people make mistakes, some things happen, and he's working on it. The lawyers are working on it. People are working on it. And God is working on it because I'm.
Man, that's gonna be a great movie.
Yeah.
You know, when they do the Fugees movie, like that part of the movie is gonna be crazy. Like,
But you know what? Sometimes
just because, like, you know, like get so
never get in trouble. You know, Bryce never got in trouble. You know, that's one dude. You know, very smart dude. You know, and he's God gonna take care of him. You know what I mean? Let's put the good air in the air. Good vibe. That's all it is. You know what I mean? All the blessings come. But when I tell you, when on that tour, every night, every show, it just felt like, man, the Booger Basement is back.
Yo, I'm glad you brought Booger Basement back up because that's where I initially met you. Like, WYCLEF, I don't know who hired me. Somebody hired me. I was on Hot 97. They hired me to do the city, City High mixtape.
Oh, yes.
So I was out there first time, Jersey, woo, 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 it was beautiful. I couldn't believe the history, how many, you know, people have been through there. Just, it was really a basement. That was the shit that was mind blowing. But being that you on Booger Basement, what the hell happened to City High? Like, I'm glad you brought that up because they were billed as Fugees 2.0. You know, two guys and a girl, same kind of thing. Y'all kind of gave them not the same kind of music, but that the vibe was very Jersey, very, you know.
Once again, man, they just like City High. Big shout out to Endoscope, you know, that gave City High, you know, a road.
They were on their way.
They was on the way, and you know, but things happen. Things happen, like the same thing that happened to so many groups. When you have a group, man, the artists sometimes don't see eye to eye. Things happen. But the talent never stopped, you know. Claudette, I see Claudette, she has so much.
Claudette, my young girl, Claudette, man.
Ryan started doing a lot of writing, and
Ryan Penn is fire.
Yeah. So all, you know, all of them, they doing that thing. But the Fugees, you know what I'm saying? The Fugees was already hot things, already popping before the separation. I always look at the Fugees like the band. Like the Beatles, each of them.
That's why I said you the
You know what I mean?
Because if you look at the discography, like you were right there. You were essential in every step of the way of their career. You know what can I say? Like that's why I said that in the intro because I really believe that. And I want the people to know that how essential you were to their success. You might not always, you know, it's not Fugees plus Jerry, you know. But at every concert, you're there. You're in the mix, and you have Wonda music. You have your own stuff going on. It's not like you hanging in nobody's shadow. 300 million records. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to give you your flowers. Jay.
Well, you know the thing.
I'm gonna drag WYCLEF ass down here. You know what I'm saying?
Like one thing every night we get on stage, you know, the whole group, the whole team give me my flowers, and for me. As a producer, I love to be, you know, it's like the light. You go up with the light on you, and every artist, even after the Fugees, after WYCLEF, you know, we got to.
It takes a certain humility to do that, because everybody wants to be in the light. You know,
I'm a third child. Third child.
Get on that old shit, give it to him.
You like a platinum sound where you record here at platinum and you're gonna go platinum. I'm joking, but come on, let's check this room. This is the room where we have about 19 speakers. This room, whenever I designed the room, or what I was thinking, how do we listen to music? And how do we get music to be listening when you go to the movies, which is big shout out to Apple Music, Spotify, all of them that take Dolby Atmos mix, and that's the room. Come check it out. It's all about the vibes. Yo, once again, Platinum Sound. This is the smallest room, but it's more about making beats in this room, writing session. So we call this one the production room. Come on in. Everything with the live music, you see the basses, the guitars, we go crazy in here. And of course, artwork. We always got some kind of graphic going on here, because at the studio I artist, you come here, you want a beat, we got you. You don't have to download, you know, shit on YouTube, don't even sound so good, but this is Platinum Sound. We cook the beat for you, we make it pure. Or download it too, you know what I mean? It's all about the vibe.
Steph Lova live and direct once again with Mr. Jerry and Wonda. We about to wrap this thing up, doobies and pin style, but before we go, I just want to let you know that I appreciate you, you know, not just for like being a musician, but like you're just a genuinely good guy. Just been a friend of mine for so long, you know what I'm saying? But before you go, I need you to teach me a little something, because 300 million records, I ain't doing something right. So what you got for me?
Well, first thing I want to see
something that I can jump right in. I need to jump right in.
Well, let's do some bass driven, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And when I'm getting the bass together, I'm going to give shout out to our keys, you know.
Who's our keys?
You know, that's Arden Altino, you know. Arden is like one my co-pilot, you know what I'm saying? Then we got,
because teamwork makes the dream work.
Serge, where you at, baby? You know what I'm saying? I Platinum signed the whole team. I'm not saying all the names, but it's a team.
Jerry, I'm looking at you. You have great skin. I have to add that in. I don't know if y'all see the young man right here.
Well, you know, the refugees.
I don't know, hashtag random and shit. So what we got? Maria.
You want,
and being that he owned the publishing, this is all love.
I want a piece of the
a piece of it. So play your piece then.
Okay.
Hey, yo! So you came up with that? Like, where did the inspiration come from?
Well, this bass line, man, it was me and Clef in the studio. We were just vibing, Clef vibing, and that bass line, it's just like a reggae.
Yeah.
It's like a reggae bass, you know, bass line, you know, a Haitian compa bass line.
And that song has been sampled plenty, so y'all getting residuals off of that crazy.
Well, you know, a few people really we made the record and sample the record. You know, that's what we do. We sample music now. We end up creating so many great songs, so people start sampling. They come in and sample our music like we sampled them. You know, what I say, make sure you create great music, man. It was a vibe. I was talking to Clement like, yo, like, think about if we didn't do Maria, you know?
That's crazy.
You know?
Because that was not on anybody's bingo card when that song dropped.
Yeah.
And it made that kid a star.
Yeah, definitely. Big shout out to Money Arm Sensei, the Product GMB, you know, till today. They're still doing gigs, doing shows.
Oh, for that song.
It's not only Carlos Santana, Product GMB.
Yeah, people forget that he had some great vocals on it. All right, well, so give me, let's go. I'm ready.
Okay, let's see.
Little something.
That's easy. Okay,
I'm gonna try to dump. No, that's it.
You wanna do something? Okay.
That's all I'm gonna try.
Oh my God, you a bass player for real.
I ain't playing
so we're gonna put our finger right here. You know, right here.
Which finger? This finger? What finger? Jerry, goddamn.
No, that one.
Okay. On the second one or the
right there, second one.
Second one. Okay.
That's the slow version of it.
Okay. I gotta pick it up. Oh, shit.
Okay, now you ready?
Hold up. Yeah.
Okay, do it with this one.
I'm usually a lot.
It's in your head.
A lot better under pressure.
It's all right. It's all right here.
Okay.
Here you go. That's the slow version. Okay. Now, can I show you the fast version?
Please. I am butchering this song right now.
If anyone we want to learn it, that's how you start it, okay? Then you go like this.
Kareem, throw my face so they'll think it's me. Ready?
Hey! Hey!
They go wide on their ass.
I gotta start with the hands first.
Yo, attack! Platinum Sound!
Y'all better be lucky I really don't know how to do this shit. Cause I'll be a bad bitch up there talking about boom, do.
You got dance. You got the dance.
all that
oh my
extra
God.
shit.
Yo,
Yeah, Jerry.
there we go.
'Cause I know I can't afford that goddamn bass, baby. So I'm gonna just keep the bass in my voice, and you keep it on the stand. But again, thank you. Oh my God.
You're welcome.
Oh my God. I
Lovely
feel
to
so
see
blessed
you,
right
you know.
now. Anybody want to shout out? Platinum Sound NYC, NY, if you want to book
Wonda
right here.
Music,
See my
you know what I'm
man, J Spice, Lisa,
Let's go.
NYC,
Yeah,
Money Making
you know.
Manhattan, right here.
Yeah,
Prince
like I
Wonda,
said, Prince-
WONDA.
Follow me.
Yeah.
Talk to me. It's well me.
Before
feel
you
me?
leave,
Yeah.
is there anything we should be checking for coming in 2024?
You know, 2024, man, it's just about adding value to. I got the Wonder Music, Wonder World that's gonna be looking for great artists, and we are going to have funds to really invest in these artists. We're raising different. You know, not talking too much about it. It's gonna be a good situation for Wonder World. I go from Wonder Music to Wonder World because it's a global company. I want to go around and you know do the search, get all the new kids, especially you know going to. I'm in the school system now, really adding music to
Each one
education.
teach one, yeah.
So yeah.
Pay
That's
it
it.
forward.
That's it. Just look out.
Well,
I got
I'm
a lot going.
advocating
Yeah.
for Fugees for 2024 Super Bowl or 2025.
Oh my God.
Ah!
That
I'm
is
gonna put
a
it
yes.
out there. I'm gonna
Put
put
it-
that good
you know.
energy out there.
Well, guess what? This is how we end up touring, you know? Especially, you know,
Started with one show,
one
then
show.
somebody
It's
guest
going.
appearance, and
Yeah,
here we
touring.
go.
Keep touring.
Are you guys going overseas? Is that when it's gonna end overseas?
That's the goal, you know.
Yeah.
Now it's the U.S. and especially right now, big shout out to Miss Hill. It's about 25 years of Miss Education. We just the Fugees just jump on it, team up, and
It's a
you know,
beautiful
that's-
thing.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful thing.
People are loving it. You know, it's a great show. You know, that's what it's about. You know, get on the stage and
Go
get
see
a vibe.
it.
Miss Education.
Miss Education Tour
Yeah.
featuring the amazing Jerry Wonda. Thank you so
Fugees,
much.
big shout
Steph
out.
Lova live and direct from Platinum Sound
Attack!
Recording. Bye-bye.
Let's go. We out.
Hello, Rita. Thanks for coming in. What would you say your people's skills is like?
Poor,
What is something you hate most?
working,
Now, if I ask you to do something you don't want to do. Now, if a customer asks you for something on the menu, how you going to respond?
Bomber clad, pussy clad, go suck your mother.
Congratulations, you're hired.
Wow, thanks.
You're smiling?
Oh, no, sorry. That won't
No.
happen again.
Better not.
They say behind every successful man, there's a strong woman. Well, Sharon Bond, aka Miss B, is the chief operating officer and the driving force behind one of the most renowned street ball tournaments on the East Coast. The Dykeman basketball tournament is the red carpet of street ball, and Miss B got the status and the statue to prove it. Trust and believe, she keeps the ball bouncing. Steph Lova live and direct once again. Platinum Sound Recordings right here at Money Making, and I'm here with none other than Miss Bond, Sharon Bond. No relation to 007, but she is the HBIC. Sorry, Ken. And every summer you can check her uptown in with Dykeman. I did. So anyway, Miss B, how long you been chief operating officer over here at Dykeman basketball tournament?
Hi, Steph. It's good to see you. I miss you.
No, I miss you more.
So, I've been uptown about 16 years.
Give or take a year or two.
Give or take, given more years at Dykeman. I started out as the marketing strategist at Dykeman.
What'd you do before Dykeman, if you don't mind me asking? Like, were you like a...
I was working in corporate. I was a
I was
corporate
about to say,
no,
you like a
definitely-
government worker, you work for housing or something?
I was definitely in corporate America. I was working in the hospital. I was in pharmacy. My daughter is an athlete. And so that took me on the road with her a lot and going to all of the games uptown. So I was original basketball mom. Those other moms, they came after.
AAU, all that good stuff.
All of it. You know how it is.
So when did you meet, let me bring it back. There's 3 founders. to my understanding, of the Dykeman tournament back in 1990. Ken Stevens being one of them. When did you hook up with Ken?
My daughter took me uptown. She said she was playing in a game, and at Dykeman. So I said, you know, Mom, come.
Were you
play.
familiar
So,
at the time?
and, you know that exit when you're on your way to Jersey, you always just see 10 Manhattan. I rode past that a million times. You know, nobody knows to get off right there because nobody knew about it.
Right.
So and so she took me uptown, and I watched her game. And as I was sitting there, Steph, watching the game, I saw that Ken, who's the CEO and founder of Dykeman, he had some banners on the gate. And I was looking, I was like, I can get him some sponsors. My daughter's
Ding,
gonna be
ding,
playing.
ding,
Yeah,
yeah.
right. You know, my daughter's gonna be playing here. I can get some sponsors because at the time I knew a couple of people. You know, and she introduced me to him, and I just said to him, I said, so listen, look at your sponsors. And he said, I do. Why? I said, because I can get you sponsors. And he was like, yeah, you know. I said, all right. So tell you what, I'm gonna get you a sponsor, and then you let me know if I can work here and we'll work it out, right? He was like, yeah, I hear this all the time.
I'm telling you, closed mouths don't get fed.
No, they don't.
Sometimes you gotta, take the initiative, take the lead. What happened to the other two guys? Are they still involved?
So, this Omar Booth,
because they were like three neighborhood guys, and just to give it some context before you answer, I read that they started this tournament because it was like some racial tension over there in Inwoods, a lot of Dominicanos over there, a lot of black people over there, and they were just, I don't want to say clashing or like old school West Side Story beefing, fighting, but it was some tension over there, and this game was a way to kind of ease the tensions and bring the neighborhood together.
Well, from the perspective of Ken, he just got tired of going elsewhere to play basketball. So he was like,
that was another keep it home base, yeah.
Like let me do something here. Let me start having games here because it's a park here, nobody's in it, and so that. During that time, that's when they decided to start having the games in the park. And it grew into the phenomenon that it is right now worldwide. And it grew into this big, huge, beautiful tournament.
And let me ask you, because I've always been curious about this. It is in a public park, correct?
Yes.
Monsignor Kemp Playground.
Yes,
I want to make sure.
Yes.
So it's a public park. How do you guys do this tournament there in a public park? Do you get the blessing from the city, or how did that work out?
It's permitting. You have to go to New York City Parks Department, acquire a permit.
Oh, so they no special.
No, because
I know people think, they paying, they doing something.
Nobody's paying to get in.
It's free to get in the tournament.
It's a public park,
right.
and not only that, what it does is it brings the community together. From what you said earlier, community that was divided is now all together, and everybody being together, becoming one, is the community making sure that they take care of the ground that they have, because they know that you have June, July, and August, right? So you have 90 days.
And you're going to see some premier ball players over there.
Yes.
I've seen Kyrie Irving over there. I mean, who haven't you seen over there? Like, it's the red carpet of street ball. Like, who were you surprised that?
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Katie. Who were you surprised that was like, no, hell no, not so-and-so in here?
You know what? I think for me, the biggest one was...
Not just basketball players, just
No, I'm going to tell you. When I saw Judge Mathis, I knew he was official. Judge Greg Mathis.
Judge Mathis was out there.
He came to
Judge Mathis was out there doing more than watching basketball. I'm just saying.
What's funny about when Judge Mathis was there, gave him a jersey to put on, and he had some bling on. So Ken said, you want to be careful with that. He said, man, I'm from Chicago.
Judge Mathis don't say that.
He said, yeah, let them try it.
He is gonna shot down though. You know how they play a shot down. You know.
You got to shout out the Parks Department. You got to shout out the 34th Precinct. You got to shout out.
Yeah, they be looking up. I ain't going. You can go up there, and that's the only time I'm comfortable to see the police.
Congressman
is up there on Dykeman.
Yeah. Congressman Adriano Espaillat. He shouted us out on the congressional floor.
Oh yeah, after y'all. Wait a minute.
Yes, wait. We'll talk about. We'll get it.
After y'all won the good Emmy. Speaking of which, just recently, the 66th annual Emmy just happened, and it was actually the first sports Emmy award. They split the night into 2 nights because it was just too many awards to give away, and you guys came out victorious.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Who would have ever thought a street ball basketball tournament would have won an Emmy? And I'm just going to tell you who we beat out, because that's important. New York Giants, the New York Jets.
Say what?
The Buffalo Bills. SNY Keith Hernandez. And who came up victorious? Dykeman.
Wait a minute. So I would be remiss because you brought a friend of yours.
Yes, I did. Let me just get my friend.
All right, bring Big E out here because
let me just bring my friend.
You know, we done talked about her, and you know, I think it's about time.
I think
that y'all see.
I want to bring
what happened. Yeah, this is official. This is official.
You see what it says right here around it? So, because people don't. Sometimes people.
The National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences. Woohoo!
Yes.
So if you've never seen one of these, here it is.
Yes.
This is excellence in real life, baby. So what does this actually mean? Does this mean the prices go up?
So yesterday's prices stay in yesterday. And if you guys want to see the documentary, please, by all means, go on to YouTube and type in Dykeman, The Comeback. When you put in Dykeman, The Comeback, you're going to get the full episode. It aired through
Isn't
the
it
summer.
3 episodes?
It's
a 3-part series.
It's a 3-part series. So what they did was it aired during the summer. So they gave you pieces of it, and then they put the whole thing together. So and I want to mention this because I didn't tell you this. We were nominated for 2 Emmys. We got the main one though.
Split the difference, baby.
Yes.
I call that an okay parlay.
Let's toast to that.
Yes. Yep. Okay then.
Okay.
So what's next for Dykeman? What we looking like next summer?
We are looking like we always look, fabulous. And our elevation is yes. That was Eddie Murphy.
Always wanted to do that. Trading places.
You know, just elevating from what we've always done, and you know what we do, and we are still Dykeman no matter what. When we win, you win. Steph, you win. We won this, you win. Like,
I feel like I was I was down there. I used to do some commentating for the female basketball league y'all had, you know what I'm saying? So it was all love. Like, I do feel like a part of it. I rep Dykeman down in the DMV. You know, it's all love. I appreciate the love. I get a lot of slack.
I know.
From my man Miles.
Miles, cut it out.
From the Goodman League. He like, lover, you can't hashtag DMV lover. But then soon Dykeman come down, you rock with him. Come on, Miles.
Miles is family. Miles, you don't have one of these. That was for Kenny. He told me to do that.
You gotta work harder, not smarter, Miles. But Miss B, thank you. It's always a pleasure. Appreciate you bringing the old girl out. You know what I'm saying? These mean money making Manhattan streets, and you know, more blessings to you guys. And I will definitely see you uptown Dykeman. Alright then,
definitely
live and direct. Well, Miss B, you got any shout outs before we get out of here?
Definitely. I want to shout out Ken Stevens, our founder and CEO, Isaiah Brown. And I want to shout out Miss Sheena Rudolph.
My girl Sheena B. Hey, Sheena.
With the waves.
Yeah, Sheena with the finger waves. Take it back.
And we want to shout out our whole social media team. Naya Stevens, she is in charge of our media team.
Dykeman men's basketball, Dykeman girls basketball.
When you're looking at our social media, that's from our social media team and all our photographers. I want to shout all you guys out. Anybody that's had a hand in what we do, how we do, when we do it, where we do it, we want to shout them out. We want to shout out our sponsor, which is Brand Jordan. Thank you so much. And I hope that I'm not forgetting anyone. And if I am forgetting, it's not because I want to, it's just because I...
And on that note,
but we love you all.
We'll see you uptown.
Yes, and thank you so much. Thank you for having me here, Steph.
Oh, no problem.
And you can take your hand off her now.
Oh, shit.
She's got to go.
Well, it's a wrap. Appreciate the love. It's Steph Lova live and direct. You already know the vibes. It's me. You like that?